Hello, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be talking about how YouTube subscribers are a lie. So you may know that, if you look at YouTube, there are many times in which people say thank you for, 1 million, 100,000, 10 million, 100 million, all the numbers, subscribers. And now that's all well and good, but the problem is when they say people, when they say thank you to the 100 million people or thank you to the 100,000 people, because that is where they are wrong. You see, YouTube has two main things that affect your subscriber count. That means it's not actually the number of people subscribed. Number one is basically YouTube closing accounts that are no longer active. So, these are accounts that are, maybe I forgot the password to my account and I had to set up another one. After a while, YouTube might decide, okay, I'm going to remove that. But the problem is, they don't always decide. So there's always an inaccuracy. You always have times where someone will have set up another account and they'll be subscribed to you on that new account, but YouTube won't have closed their account there. So there's the indecision. How do you know? Sometimes they'll close the account, sometimes they won't. However, there's also number two, and this is the main one. Now, imagine a story in which someone really, really likes a YouTuber, and whatever point it is, maybe there's no real thing, maybe they just want to see the number go up a little bit for the YouTuber, they just want to support them. Maybe they're not near a specific goal where they'll get a plaque or anything, maybe it's just they want them to reach that level. Maybe it's you and you want to subscribe multiple times to me so you can see my subscriptions go up loads. The point is that you see, when a YouTuber is very charismatic and when people like them a lot, instead of them just watching them and going, oh, I like that, subscribe, and then sort of leaving, and maybe they come back and watch another video from you, but maybe they don't. They're subscribed, but they may not be a regular viewer. But then you got a different type of viewer who's the regular viewer. They actually really like the content. They really like you. And this is the point where it begins to change. Now, you see, the person wants to subscribe to you quite a lot, but the problem is they're already subscribed. But then they create another account, and they create another account, and they create another account, and another account. And this is, of course, a problem, because it means when you say thank you for 100,000 subscribers, does that mean 100,000 people? No. It might mean 50,000. It might mean 60,000. It doesn't really. It could be 100,000, possibly. It's unlikely, but maybe it is. It's unlikely. But the point is, ultimately, looking at this, you do have to think, well, is this a bad thing? And that's not necessarily. Maybe I've got a business account and a personal account. I want to subscribe on both because on my business side of things, as a job, as the employee of whatever thing, or maybe just as a person working in the business, I like your business content, so I subscribe to you. But then maybe I also like your content when I'm at home, so on my personal account, I'm also subscribed to you. There's nothing necessarily bad about that. Of course, I'm not actually a different person. That's 2 accounts, but then you can expand that. 5 accounts, 10 accounts, and so on and so forth. To a point where people have so many accounts subscribed to you that you could have far, far less than what you think you do. So this is often reflected in views, because you have this problem of you have people who view your content multiple times and you'll have new viewers. And then oftentimes you'll see a ton of times where you'll have unique viewers, and you compare that to subscribers, and if you actually looked at it and saw unique subscribers, you'd see your unique subscribers will be far less than the amount of subscribers you have, which surely doesn't make any sense. Surely it's easier to get them to watch a video than it is to subscribe, right? From my experience, it is. I look at my content, I might get like 6 views in a video. Guess how many subscribers I get out of it? None. I have no subscribers, and this is the point. But then, of course, you realize, well, what if one person views your video but subscribes 10 times? Well, they've only seen one. They've only had one view. That's the thing. There's only one view. Now, maybe one video will get a load of views, and that's when they're subscribing multiple times. But then, from then on, they'll generally only watch a video a few times, and generally not as much as the amount of subscribers that subscribe to you. So effectively, you have this weird position in which your subscribers inflate massively to the fact that you have so much more subscribers than you have actually people subscribed, that ultimately you can't really do anything. So at this point, you have to ask yourself who is real and who is just the same person subscribed multiple times. You also have the issue of bots, which would be a single person or a group deciding to get a bot to subscribe to you multiple times. Now, the problem with this is ultimately it causes an issue, because it means that when you say you have 100,000 subscribers, how many people are subscribed to you? How many individual little humans did you convince to subscribe? That is generally far lower. Now, of course, some YouTube channels won't necessarily be as affected by this. Some YouTube channels, you'll generally see their subscriptions will be relatively close to the amount of views they get. And this will be, a relatively good sign that they don't have a mass inflation. But of course, some channels will have millions of subscribers, but they might have a tenth of the views of the subscribers. So only a tenth of the subscribers are viewing it looks like, which is odd. Very odd. That generally only happens when you make a massive shift in content, but people don't really unsubscribe. They just sort of don't watch anymore. So, you have to think at this point, well, of course, what does this mean? Ultimately, what I'm saying here is that the next time you see a creator and they say, oh yes, thank you guys for, the 100,000 people, or the million people, or the 10 million people, or the 100 million people who subscribed, that is not true, because that is not how many people have subscribed. That is how many accounts have subscribed.